Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read for Thursday, March 9th, 2023. I hope you're doing amazing. But as we proceed, do keep in mind, as always, this is a general reading. But as you can see, I did pre-pull two Queen of the Moon oracles, as well as channeled an overall message. That message is strategy for success. Strategy for success. Beautiful. So to jump into the cards, I do feel as if at the bottom of the deck there is a focus on one, if not multiple, important changes for you moving forward. Naturally, going back to the overall message, strategy needing to be implemented or prepared for in regards to that one, if not multiple, changes. And you may find oneself through it all at certain points thinking about one, if not multiple, changes from the recent past, or even rewinding further back for some, and how it's left you with purposeful current day factors at hand. Interesting. A sense of you being reminded, at least to an extent, that you are where you are for a reason, but assessing to be the first one. So I do feel as if it's a day where you're assessing your goals, your dreams, or one in particular, what you have at hand and how to improve things, some how to make the best until the best. I do feel like there's the potential to be looking for applying to one, if not multiple, jobs. You could be looking for a new housing situation. You could be assessing and looking into brainstorming, researching for another type of investment. It could be, for some of which, looking for love. However it works for you, I do feel as if there's multiple improvements and changes on the horizon, even if just one takes a highlight for you individually throughout this day. And so there's a need to be honest throughout this assessing and ask oneself, how do I implement true levels of strategy to see ultimate success for oneself, period. And I'm also hearing the stars are aligning for you, even if it doesn't fully feel like it or at all throughout this specific day. But focus. So it's a day where you're feeling focused on improvement, on a potential level of success with what you have at hand. It may be the continuation of a project, a business, a job. It could be you focusing on assessing and improving a current day relationship or friendship. I feel like there's a focus on how much you're changing, transforming, and why this leads you towards the new for oneself. Even if that new is what feels like a new chapter within an existing continuing situation. But for a lot, again, I feel like there's brand new doors opening up moving forward. And this is essential for you to live the life you're meant to. Let's move on to the Mystic Mondays. I think I'm going to pull one for each side. Just do some shuffling. Bear with me. It's upside down. Also hearing you're on point. You're on point. And I feel like that came up in one, if not multiple, recent daily reads. What else do we have for this day? The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you are looking into a new job or a new investment, potentially something to do with a new business idea or an existing one. This could, again, be a financial investment of some sort. But I feel like you are thinking about change, right? Thinking about how your third eye is open more so to what's meant to be, what's not meant to be, how to proceed strategically. But there is still more to gain knowledge-wise, understanding-wise. I feel as if there's thoughts of your past, thoughts of your caring nature paying off in your favor in one, if not multiple, ways, and Spirit saying, well, there's other ways that that's going to come into play moving forward to help you. So keep that in mind. But I just feel like there's a potential for overindulgence throughout this day. Spirit saying, let's be strategic in that sense as well, by holding back when you feel the need to overdo it in one, if not multiple, ways. And that goes for the spending of money as well, because I feel like there is a need to, regardless of what goal or goals we're speaking upon moving forward, changes, if you will, there's a need to be smart with holding back from overspending, making sure you have more than enough moving forward. But yeah, the Three of Wands, because I do feel like Spirit's saying, we're going to continue to remind you a ship is coming in. It might entail a bit of effort on your end, or if not a lot of effort, to foresee this coming in for oneself. But it's the sense that the spiritual realm has been planning for this either way. All right, at least something something of the sort. Let's do some shuffling and pull for the top part. Wow, it's horribly laid out. Bear with me. I do have some nervous energy surrounding me. Still not straight. We're going to pull some small everyday tarot for the top. What else do we have for Thursday? 512 is what I'm getting. 512. Look up the angel number meeting. Falling onto the ground. It's the Two of Cups. And interesting, because I thought I saw the Tower card. You might be pushed to think about an ending with a connection and how that's leading you towards somebody better for oneself, or already did. You could find that some of which are thinking about the lack of the perfect connection, or that ultimate connecting between you and somebody you already know. However that works for you, I do feel as if Spirit's saying there is going to be a meeting of importance moving forward with a stranger. Or it could be somebody you already know, but I feel for the most drawn to the reading, the majority, it's somebody you don't know, whether it's to gain that opportunity to open that door. It could be that first date or first hangout. Do you see what I'm saying? And I feel like you're going to, they're saying, hit it out of the park. You're going to impress in more than one way. You'll be looking and feeling better when this meeting does arrive. We also have the Six of Swords. So I do feel like you're being pushed to think about what needs to be left behind moving forward. How do we prepare? How are we going to implement, again, different levels of strategy to allow our focus to snowball into the different levels of success that you deserve? I feel like that was horrible wording, but we're going to roll with it. Yeah, the Hanged Man in reverse. I feel like there's a sense that you're not going to adjust what you want moving forward. There's a sense of you having a good idea as to what is right for you, even if you don't have all the details or that exact opportunity lined up or figured out. Spirit saying you'll get there. There's a feeling that you being quite on point with what you want, whether it's the type of person, again, that right job for oneself, or the type of job. It could be that type of living situation or where that will end up being. There's a sense that you are being reminded throughout this day. You know what you want, and so therefore we just need to take steps towards acquiring that for oneself, and allow for destiny to unravel as it should. But I also feel like you're being reminded that you are protected in regards to the going after of this situation, the multiple changes that lie ahead for you. But I do feel like, going back to the Change card, I did get the message before, pushing forward. It feels like at times throughout this day and surrounding it, potentially up until this point along your path, there's certain, at times, feeling like forces working against you. It could feel more so as if you just have certain obstacles, struggles, things just don't feel easy 24/7 or at all to make progress or to see change come to be. But they're saying, or one change after another feels as if it's leaving you with levels of disappointment or full disappointment. But Spirit's saying everything leading up until this point throughout this day, where you're at, what you're wrapped up with, who you're wrapped up with, and more so, again, the changes, the improvements moving forward, it's all purposeful. So please keep that in mind. We also have, the Five of Swords. So don't be surprised if this day does entail one, if not multiple, moments of stress or bad energy, chaos, and I feel like it's out of your control, but it does remind you why change is a must, all right? And why strategy is a must all the meanwhile. But look at that. You're going to be seeing levels of abundance throughout this day, and it may be a little bit hard to appreciate fully or acknowledge when you need to, because of that Five of Swords energy, or because of all that you have going on, potential thoughts of the past, you name it, all that you have on your plate potentially. But Spirit's saying things are going to work out for you. You need to remember that. Yeah, the Six of Cups. So I feel like as you're planning for, thinking about one, again, if not multiple important adjustments, changes, improvements for your bright future, you can't help but think back, right? How did I end up achieving that change so easily? Or how did this come to be, and why did it not end up working out perfectly in my favor? What is going to help me more so moving forward? in the process of making this change, or multiple, or just live a healthier lifestyle. Does that make sense? Because it feels like whether, again, it's a job, an investment, a relationship, we need to be keeping one's well-being and comfort in mind, in the forefront of that decision-making process, that assessing, searching type of process. All right, there's a need for you to understand that those are priority number one. Period. All right, and that might be part of why you're pushed to think about the past. But I do feel like there's also a reminder throughout this day where you focus, what you water, what you aim for, is going to flourish for oneself. It's going to prosper. All right. And I feel like you've been seeing evidence of that recently. And I do feel like there's a need to as well take care of oneself physically, emotionally, mentally. But it's a day where you're seeing change being highlighted left and right from the past, currently, and moving forward being absolutely necessary. It's a day where you need to be implementing multiple levels of strategy once again for the success that you're meant for moving forward. All right. So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your Friday, your Thursday rather, and I'll see you next time.